Hey you! When you think of cold weather options for your bottom half, your mind probably goes straight to jeans, right? However, if you're looking for something a bit more elevated, then you have to add some wool trousers to your winter wardrobe. So wool trousers, whether it's in a relaxed jogger style or just a classic dress pant cut, they add this quiet luxury and old money vibes to your casual fits, and they are actually surprisingly versatile. Naturally, you can pair them with your more dressier items, some of which I'll mention shortly, but you can also mix and match them with your more casual items, like your bomber jackets, sweatshirts, and sneakers. They add a subtle polish that's not overly casual, but not quite formal either, and hits that sweet spot that proves you know your stuff and don't just wear jeans every day. This next winter essential is definitely one for those of you who live in colder, more frigid environments like North Dakota, Canada, or the YouTube comments section. It's a good old set of thermals. Now, for those unfamiliar, these are the items that form a snug base layer under your clothes and help insulate your body to keep it warm and snug. Now, when I say thermals, I don't necessarily mean your grandpa's long johns, complete with emergency butt flap. Over the years, there have been major developments in the world of thermal clothing design, and you can now get them in very thin fabrics that allow for superior warmth with a more comfortable fit. If, however, you live in a much colder climate, then I would definitely consider thermals of a thicker variety. Now, when it comes to the material of your thermals, go with whatever feels best on your skin, and the color, I mean, it doesn't really matter, as these are very much an underlayer that's not designed to be seen. Speaking of your base layers, do you think your underwear is due for an upgrade? If so, the sponsor of today's video, Silk Cut, has got you covered. Silk Cut is raising the bar in men's underwear. For me, their boxer briefs and their crew neck t-shirt are year-round essential items. Let's start with the boxer briefs. Silk Cut has perfected this everyday staple using their patented soft stretch micro modal fabric. Not only are these briefs softer than silk and incredibly durable, but they also regulate your body temperature, keeping you cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Not only do they retain their shape, softness, and color after repeated washes, but their moisture wicking construction will keep you feeling dry and comfortable all day long. The details? Just as impressive. A flexible waistband adapts to your body for a tailored all-day fit, and with no tags or loud branding, these briefs exude sleek, understated luxury. Next up, we gotta discuss their crew neck t-shirt. This tee is crafted with the same care and precision. It's breathable, moisture wicking, and thermoregulating, ensuring you stay comfortable year-round. Available in versatile colors, this classic tee flatters every body type and holds up over time with durable construction. It's the perfect blend of comfort, practicality, and timeless style. Silk Cut is offering my viewers an exclusive 50% discount, yep, you heard that right, on their winter essentials bundles. Simply use the link in the description box to get this offer while it lasts. Now, speaking of keeping you warm, you're going to need a few essentials to keep you from looking like Jack Nicholson at the end of The Shining. And you really can't go wrong with a beanie, scarf, and gloves combo. So let's start with your headgear. Beanies are the perfect hat for the cold winter months, as they not only keep your head warm, but they also protect your ears too. And when it comes to material, I highly recommend a thick-ribbed knit in a durable fabric like merino wool. However, if you're looking for something that's not as thick, but still keeps the heat in, then cashmere is another great choice. Now, another great thing about beanies is that they are usually pretty affordable. That means you can pick them up in a few different shades to pair with your winter outfit. Now, if you're unsure what color to go for, classic black with no logos is always a great choice, as it's a dark winter shade that goes with just about everything. Moving further south, you're probably going to need a decent scarf this winter. Now, like your beanie, my favorite scarf fabrics will always be merino wool and cashmere, as they not only look great, but they also feel amazing on your skin, and they keep the chill at bay. And when it comes to color, yes, look, The traditional dark colors, they look great, but you can also think of your scarf as a way to kind of balance out those darker colors that you traditionally be wearing as part of your winter outfit. So I really like a nice plaid or a gingham pattern, but you can even go for a brighter shade like, say, in yellows or greens or red. But what about your hand? Well, there's no denying it, a comfortable and stylish pair of gloves, they're the best way to protect your hands from the unforgiving winter weather. However, this does not mean that you can just simply throw on a pair of thick padded ski gloves or mittens that your grandma knitted for you. Sorry, Grandma. Instead, go for a lighter knitted glove, preferably in a darker neutral color like a black, charcoal, or navy. Now, fabric-wise, I'd recommend wool or nylon, but if you're looking for something a bit dressier, then I love a good pair of black or brown leather gloves with a comfortable cashmere lining inside. Now, these have a super sophisticated look with major James Bond vibes, and you can even get them made with special fabrics in the fingertips that allow you to use your smartphone without having to take your gloves off. You probably saw this next one coming, but a well-crafted crew neck sweater is just perfect for the winter months, as not only does it keep you warm, but its versatile look allows it to be easily paired with so many other cold weather items. Now, what separates a good sweater from a bad one has got to be the fabric, and I always like to recommend going for either cashmere or wool. Now, cashmere though, on the pricier side, super warm and so soft, and adds a really luxurious feel to your outfits. However, if you run a little warmer, then go for a regular or merino wool, or even a blend with cotton or silk. Now, Pima cotton is great, but be warned that it does have a tendency to stretch out easily. Now, when it comes to colors, I like to recommend investing in neutral colored crew neck sweaters, such as black, navy, and charcoal, before you start branching out to less versatile shades. Now, as a rule, you always want to ensure that your crew neck sweater fits like a glove, regardless of your body type. Make sure you can't pinch more than an inch of fabric on the back of your tricep and no more than 2 inches of fabric on one side of your belly. Now, as for length, the sleeves should generally stop around the bend of your wrist, and make sure that the length of your sweater is no longer than, I would say, like an inch or so past your belt buckle. And if you're one of my bigger guys out there, then you should only use your crew neck sweater as a layering piece under a jacket, such as a trucker or bomber jacket, and never wear it as your outer layer. So the reason why is that the solid look will create a huge swath of fabric on your torso that will ultimately accentuate your size. If you've been watching my channel for any length of time now, you probably already know that, in my opinion, every man needs at least a couple pairs of classic dark wash jeans in their year-round wardrobe. However, when it comes to your winter wardrobe, you have my full permission to get a bit moodier and add some super cool black jeans. Black jeans are one of those items that you can only get away with wearing for a few months of the year, but when you get them right, effortlessly masculine and stylish. Now, the reason why they're harder to pull off during the other seasons, so say spring and summer, is that they have a very heavy look that really only works when paired with other darker items like charcoal sweaters and black lace-up boots. Also, just because they have a slightly edgier look than blue jeans does not mean that you should be going for a skinny cut. Now, a turtleneck or a mock neck sweater adds a level of sophistication and, dare I say it, quiet luxury to your cold weather style rotation. Now, it's surprisingly versatile, it easily keeps you warm, and it's basically a shortcut to a polished look that a lot of women and men really appreciate. Now, after all, you're a grown man who knows what he's worth, and you should let your wardrobe reflect that whenever possible. Now, for colors, I recommend starting with your essential black before considering some other rich, comfortable shades like maroon, charcoal, or chocolate brown. Guys, how have we gotten this far into a winter essentials video and not talked about boots yet? Specifically, a classic pair of leather lace-up boots. There is something that's so effortlessly masculine about lace-up boots, and they absolutely deserve a place in your cold weather footwear rotation. Now, I always recommend going for a pair in real leather, as though it's a bit pricier, it's extremely durable and has a classic and timeless look that works so well with the darker shades and heavier fabrics you're gonna be wearing. Now, color-wise, you can't go wrong with a pair of dark brown boots, but if you tend to wear a lot of cooler tones like black and gray during the winter, go with a sexy dark shade that never fails to impress, like black.